The Chernobyl nuclear disaster is considered one of the largest nuclear catastrophes in history. It occurred on April 26, 1986, in reactor number 4 at the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, located near the town of Pripyat in northern Ukraine, which was part of the Soviet Union at the time. In the 1980s, the Chernobyl plant was considered one of the most modern nuclear plants and provided a significant portion of Ukraine's electricity. However, on the night between April 25th and 26th, a team of engineers conducted a test to determine how the reactor would respond in the event of a power outage. This test was designed to check the reactor's ability to generate enough power to operate the cooling pumps in case of electricity loss. Unfortunately, safety protocols were not followed precisely. During the test, some of the safety systems were turned off, causing the temperature inside the reactor to rise significantly. A series of technical and human errors led to 2 massive explosions, releasing toxic radioactive materials into the atmosphere. The explosions destroyed the roof, which weighed hundreds of tons, allowing radioactive substances to escape, and several workers were exposed to direct radiation, leading to immediate fatalities. Radioactive materials spread across Europe, carried by winds to several other countries, contaminating the air, water, and soil. Authorities forced thousands of residents in the surrounding areas to evacuate their homes, and the city of Pripyat became a ghost town. Due to a lack of information, the Soviet government delayed announcing the incident, but neighboring countries detected increased radiation levels. 2 days later, the international community was informed. Statistics estimate that thousands of people were exposed to high levels of radiation, leading to a sharp rise in cancer rates and genetic diseases in the affected regions. Over the years, research intensified on the effects of the Chernobyl disaster, and studies showed that the high radiation levels affected the health of subsequent generations, including increased rates of cancer, genetic diseases, and birth defects in the impacted areas. The disaster also sparked new efforts to develop stringent nuclear safety policies, not only in the former Soviet Union, but globally. New international standards enforced strict protocols in the design, operation, and maintenance of nuclear reactors to ensure that similar disasters could be avoided in the future. The Chernobyl disaster caused profound changes in global nuclear safety policies, and nuclear development projects were halted in several countries for a long period. The Chernobyl area remains uninhabited, although it has become a limited tourist destination for those interested in seeing the site of the disaster. It is now an exclusion zone, referred to as the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, covering a vast area around the reactor, uninhabited by humans. However, plants and animals have gradually returned to the area despite the lingering radiation levels. Studies have shown that certain species, such as wolves, wild boars, and elk, live and reproduce in the area. Despite the elevated radiation levels, nature has shown a remarkable ability to adapt to harsh environmental conditions to a certain extent, and scientists are studying this phenomenon to understand how radiation affects ecosystems over time. In 2016, a new steel cover, known as the New Safe Confinement, was completed over Reactor 4 to contain the leaking radiation and prevent its spread for longer periods. This cover is the largest movable structure in the world and was designed to remain effective for up to 100 years. Its construction required significant international cooperation and massive funding, with several countries contributing to ensure the containment of the radiation and to protect future generations. The Chernobyl disaster stands as a painful lesson that shaped global environmental consciousness and industrial safety practices. It also fueled debates about the use of nuclear energy, leading to growing opposition to nuclear power in some countries, while others sought to enhance their technologies and safety standards to ensure that nuclear energy is utilized with minimal risks.